Hey guys, what's going on? I wanted to show you a couple variations of a two-banded band walk. So we're going to go laterally, and then we're also going to go linearly. So I just got a couple different mini bands from Perform Better. I typically go with a blue and a green when I double up, but first time doing it, I recommend doing a green and a yellow. So the green one's tighter than the yellow, so I'm going to slide the green one up to my knees. All right, and then put the yellow one at your ankles. So with the lateral or the linear, two different ways that you can do it. You can go straight leg, so you can go with your legs totally locked out, or you can do it in a quarter squat. So I usually try to mix it up. So straight leg version, I'm going to try to keep my feet under my hips, at least from the start. And I'm always going to try to keep tension on the bands the entire time, not let the bands pull my knees in and then not toe out. So either toe straight ahead or you can slightly toe in. And from here, all I'm going to do is just walk. And I usually like a good way to make sure your posture is good. You can just put a hand on your lower back and a hand on your chest. It's not a race, and you should be pulling with your glute. So pulling with that glute med. Okay, so that's it facing, and then sideways, same thing. All right? So that's with legs straight. Legs bent, not too different. All right, but now you usually might get a little bit more glute engagement. Butt tight, belly tight. From here, all the same principles. Toes straight ahead or slightly turned in. Maintain tension on the bands the whole time, and try not to turn it into like this big hip hike movement. Just try to stay nice and smooth. If you need to move your arms too, that sometimes helps people get a rhythm. So that is going laterally, straight leg, bent knee. Now to go linearly, so forward and backward, same principles apply. I usually tell people, think like you're on, like in a pair of skis, like your feet have to just stay in this lane that they're in. So from here, I have them right under my hips, basically, maybe a little bit outside. I have tension on the bands, all right? So straight-legged, I'm just taking like half of a footstep, all right? Again, trying to make all of the work come through my glutes and not so much my hip flexors. Like always, not a race, this is a prehab exercise, so nice and slow, nice and controlled. All right, so then walking at the camera. Or walking back. So the whole time, trying to keep my feet in the exact same lines that they started in. And then same principle, quarter squat, butt tight, belly tight, like always. All right, we're just taking those little small steps. And wherever you walk out to, you walk back to. And here, when we're going forward and backward, people have a tendency, they want to rotate their hips. We want to keep our hips square, so if you think like the points of your hips here are headlights, you want them to stay pointing in the same direction. You don't want it to turn into this, because then you're using more of your core and not so much of your glutes to move you. All right, so that is the two-banded lateral, linear, straight-legged, and bent-legged. All right.